to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll fake it. Now Smith. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. A shotgun snap for Smith. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Now Smith setting up the screen for West. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Trying to find his tight end, Kelce, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Following the interception here, Rivers. Benjamin's got him. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Now a play fake here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Throwing again, Rivers on 2nd and 10. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll throw again. Rivers being chased out left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety here, Ron Parker. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
After the interception, here's Smith. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he'll go down at the 28. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for him, too.
Smith, and he slings one that's incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Stepping up, and now the ball's loose. Smith loses it, and picked up by the Chargers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Rivers now after the fumble recovery. Going underneath for Gordon. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The tight end Henry here in motion. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast. On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run. The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And they'll send the slot in motion left. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, the person carrying the ball is always the easy target when things aren't going so well. But I think it's a combination with the Chargers. They've got to get the offensive line going in order to improve those numbers from last year. They weren't very good running it, partner.
No, they were bottom of the AFC, 2nd to last in the entire NFL. try to throw here. Rivers. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Well, first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from the Motor City. Early on, it's the Vikings in the driver's seat. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. On third down, Rivers. This is Gordon on the dump off. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And out come the Chiefs now. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Smith on first down. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. Back to the air, Smith on second down. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
On third down, that's West. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far. And after that last run,
no chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Joey Bosa in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And a great spot to start this drive from here. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. Give him 9 yards on the carry there, a good run. And now second and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line. He tried to get the nose of the football across to no avail, and now it's third and goal. So on third and goal, Gordon. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers are able to strike for 6. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Here's Smith now on 2nd down. And going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for KC. 55 yards.
Not the tallest receiver on the field, but he just shouted to admit that the little guy can't go downfield and make a big-time catch on a deep pass because sometimes they'll just out-scrap you for the football.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after him.
Trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. 20. 10, 5, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
And it's good to make it 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. To return, here's Chris Conley. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll ban.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. That's sort of a second. To forget for him now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Rivers. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They convert on third with a gain of 22. Rivers now to throw on first down. Caught left side, Williams. Williams loses the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. Here's Mahomes, his first throw since coming in. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. A first down throw here for Rivers. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down. Rivers on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. He was looking for Travis Benjamin that time. And it's second down. Throwing again. Rivers. Steps away to his left. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
The Chargers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Rivers. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Now Gordon on first down. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. And it is now 21-0. kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall right near the 27. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Second quarter in Cleveland, and it's the Browns out to the early advantage. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Mahomes to throw on second down. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. So we have reached halftime intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 8. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we...
By the Chiefs. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. Forced out to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 3rd and 10.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
The Chiefs on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They snap it to Smith. That is caught at the 7. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 6. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal. stepping up. He's going to keep it. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure.
And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags, and I believe this is going to be a first down. So a first down and 5 for the offense. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. From the gun, here's Smith. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he's able to put it through. Butker now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. Oh, what a move. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So out come the Chargers. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid them, picking up a first down.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Rivers now on second down. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Chris Jones in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And this is going to be incomplete.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They start on the ground with West. And some space. Oh, and now West lost the football. It's out. And this is recovered by the Chargers. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Give them 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Second down following the run. Now Rivers. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. And his kick is indeed good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So a good kick there, and they finish off the drive with 3.
And that should be the goal for an offense. Finish each drive with points. So that's a nice job there to come away with at least something.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Throwing is Smith. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Melvin Ingram in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
On second down, here's Smith. The left side throw complete to Adams. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Fresh set of downs here. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Throw left side complete. It's Adams. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Here's Smith. And he rifles one incomplete. He was looking for Cooper Kupp there. And that'll make it third down.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. Throwing on third down, Smith. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Melvin Ingram in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And going deep for Hill. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Following the interception here, Rivers toward the sideline. That's taken in by Allen. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A gain of 6 there on first.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Second down, Rivers. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Rivers looking a little nimble there as he picks up a first down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. His throw incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
In motion left comes Williams. Now Anthony Lynn, sensing the play clock running out, will call for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Chargers on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And his kick is good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Caught on the right side by Adams. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for third down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run again here with West. And he loses the football a second time. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. On 1st and 10, Smith. He hits West underneath. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up second down. To throw on second down is Smith. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, but fortunately he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Smith on first down. Buying time to his left. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And he goes out of bounds inside the 10 at the 9. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Back to throw, Smith. And his throw is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Throwing again is Smith. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. He's got it, and the score's now 27-14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Rivers here to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Running right, it's a handoff to Gordon. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Rivers. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will swell the lead to 16. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give them some breathing room and lets them build up a little cushion.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Final score now from Atlanta. And the Falcons, they wind up winning that one. A victory there would mean they're 6th on the year. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Now Smith. And that one is caught. So they convert here, and don't look now, but this one's back to a 1-score game. So there is still time, a little over 50 seconds to go, but this becomes a critical onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Detroit! Detroit! Ready! Detroit! Detroit!
On the counter, here's Gordon. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
They're on to the 4th quarter now, by the way, at Bank of America Stadium in Carolina. And the Giants are starting to pull away in that one. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. So it was the defense that jumped, and that'll move them 5 yards closer.
I wonder how they did it. I wonder if they twitched a little bit up front, you know, a little subtle head movement. They officials didn't detect, but they got it done. Now they're 5 yards closer for their field goal attempt.
Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of